Jenkins.
Nice to meet you, JP.
This is a major honor for me. I don't think you comprehend how much you've made me ugly cry.
I'll take that as a badge of honor.
I'm sorry, you'll have to forgive me for rolling out the red carpet for the millionth time today, but I have to say Academy Award winning for Moonlight, director Barry Jenkins. And so with that said, first question would be, from the comparatively small masterpiece that was Moonlight to this gigantic tentpole for a major studio, what was it that Disney told you was the draw for Jenkins? How did Mufasa find you?
It's interesting. They still haven't told me what the draw was, other than, just as you seem to be a fan of Moonlight and maybe of Bill Street Could Talk, they were a fan of those films as well, and they felt like that aesthetic, for whatever reason, was a fit for Mufasa. When the script came to me, I wasn't brought into a building and sort of like thrown out the red carpet and all those different things. They sent me the text, they sent me the script, which I thought was a really powerful way to go about it, because when I initially heard the idea of me directing this film, I said no. But then when I read the script, when I saw it was actually in the story and the characters, what the film was about, it was so very clear that yes, it was a different scale than the other movies I made, but it was very much along the same themes.
Yeah, I suppose it's probably a relief that there's a guaranteed structure to it, not just like a waftiness, and we'll hope that there'll be the Jenkins effect. Mm-hmm. So then next thing is that obviously we know that from the original story, Simba, he wants to be a mighty king. Don't make me sing. Your Mufasa is interesting because it seems like it's not just that he's unsure, but he seems pretty resistant to just assuming the throne. So what was the path you wanted to give little Mufasa, and why?
Yeah, it's interesting. The path I wanted to give him, and it's not that he seems resistant to assuming the throne. He's born into a situation, a condition, where he's not allowed to ascend the throne. The throne doesn't exist for someone like him. And I think it's really cool to take this character who we've assumed he was beholden to the throne. It was his sort of like birthright, to take that and deprogram that, out of people's minds and show that he earned all the qualities. He went through and overcame all these experiences to become the great, voiced by James Earl Jones, king that we know. I thought there was something really, really powerful in that, because what it does is it subverts these limitations. It subverts these sort of hierarchies, these predetermined outcomes that we can sometimes accept in life. And, it's a fictional character, in a fictional universe. And yet I think the ideas behind it are very much relatable.
Any way that you can help people engender the sense that leadership should be service, please, by all means.
And there you go. I love that. Yes.
My, I suppose, final question, because I don't want to take the lion's share of the time, is I'm one of these people, and I'm sure you are too, who desperately want the average viewer to appreciate this. I love that often after an animation in the credits, you'll see production babies. And so tell us about a centerpiece or a sequence in this animation, in this photorealistic adaptation, that was so time-consuming, so challenging to get right. And what were the blood, guts, and I suppose babies that went into getting a sequence like that right?
Well, no babies went into the getting of any of these sequences right, although many babies were born over the 4 years of making this film amongst the crew. But I was just speak about the sequence that you saw the first 39 minutes. There's the sequence that involves water that is very, very complex. Pulling that off required hundreds of people across Bangalore, Montreal, London, Toronto, Los Angeles. You have all these animators working in concert, and we're at the beginning of the process, storyboard artists in LA, and we were trying to find a way to create the sequence that would feel like to immerse the audience in it, and that the artifice of the digital animation, all those different things, it would appear because you're just flowing with the movement of the characters. Getting that right, and getting it right in a way that it felt like we were observing a happening and not orchestrating or creating one, it was a very tall task. And so at the end of this movie, which is an hour and 58 minutes, but the actual movie's an hour and 49 minutes, then we have all these credits. I love that you take that much time with the credits because it took that many people to get these things right. So thank you for asking about them. They did a hell of a job.
Humans blood and flesh, especially under the context of tag and all that kind of stuff. We have to respect these people.
Exactly.
So that's my time with you, sir. I want to say, obviously, for everyone, Mufasa the Lion King is out now, but Barry Jenkins, for as long as the Circle of Life lets me, I will follow your career with my whole heart.
Thank you very much, bro. I appreciate it.
Destiny awaits you.